How's it going, everyone? If you look at my background here, you can see that I was just packing up orders. And then I went to the post office. I didn't have a box big enough to fit both of these in. So I had to go get a box. I'll be packing that up a little bit later for Diane. And then I have a few more. I have a few more things here as well. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. This is a weird time for me to go live, but I was like, man, it's rainy outside. So I'm just in my office right now, hanging out with you guys. Yeah. I should not put this in my mouth right now. But how are you guys doing? We got Lang Sense, Jules, Toy Lynn. Oh, you got your cutting board. Awesome. Justine, Amy, Tammy, Beverly, Martha, Kathy, Ninja Mama. Glad it's raining there. House of the Fires. Yeah. So I have a video that's going to come out sometime in the future that like takes place when the fires are really bad. And tomorrow should be the next part of the video. And now the fires are far away. But yeah, kind of nuts. There was a farmer not too far away from me. You know how you'll see people. Hold on, I'm just going to. Why do they get sour all of a sudden? Okay, we're good. Anyway, you know how you'll see people burn like the perimeter of their property, like under their fence and like 2 feet on either side of the fence or so, or maybe like a foot and a half or something. Whatever. It's usually a pretty controlled burn when you see it, and there's many different reasons why you might do that. But anyway, this one farmer who lives not too far away from us, like it was way too dry, so they burned the entire ditch as well as the as well as what they meant to. And luckily, they didn't burn down their fence. But yeah, apparently that's not a good idea when it's dry. Obviously. Oh, or pixelated. Hold on. Excuse me. How about now? Hot here. Please send rain to Phoenix, Arizona. Isn't it always hot there though? Scotland. It's evening and it's wet there. Courtney says howdy. Good here. Very pixelated today. I hope we're not pixelated anymore. Buffering a little? What the heck? Josh, please check your ordering email for goodies. Oh, Loretta. So Alex told me about you, what you did, and then I went there and they said no. Because they don't know who I am. Also, they needed an appointment. So I was like, well, that's a bummer because it's like 40 minutes away. I wish I would have seen your email to me. I saw it after. But Alex was like, hey, you need to go get this today or tomorrow. And tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment. And then I'm going to work after. So I won't be able to tomorrow. So yeah, I was going to email you that, but since you're here, oh well. Thanks anyway, though. Burning sometimes helps, but sometimes nothing helps. Or property was about as clean out. Our property, maybe you meant to say. Property was about as clean as it gets when the fire came through. Almost all the house burnt away. Oh, dang, you lost your house. That sucks. Oh, Nicola Johnson, bonjour. So she's speaking French, but that's because somewhere on the Ivory Coast, wherever she's from, they speak a lot of French. Hello. It's not pixelated now. Good. uh, what? Shropshire? That's where you live? It's both wet and dry. Ireland. Great sun, thunderstorm at night. Ireland. Great sun. Great sun, thunderstorm at night. I don't know. I don't know what that means exactly. Does it mean that it's great sun and thunderstorms when it's nighttime, or does it mean it's great sun during the day, thunderstorms at night? Or do you mean there's thunderstorms that are called great suns at night? One of those is probably correct. Hello from a tired old Alaska native from Yukon area. Hello, Michael. Wish it was raining here. 103 degrees Fahrenheit here in Texas. What is that in the good old Celsius? 103 F2C. 39. Oh yeah, that is pretty hot. You know what's funny? It's not funny actually, but interesting is like that is hot for me. That's very hot for me. But to people who are used to that, that's normal. So then when I say something like, "Oh, it's plus 30 here," which is, let's see what that is, and that's only 86 Fahrenheit. People are like, but then on the opposite side, when it's let's say 10 degrees. Whoops, 310. That's not what I meant to put in. 10 degrees. That's only 50 Fahrenheit. People say that's cold, but that's not that cold for us. Like, that's cold if it was 10 today, which it is kind of cold today, actually. Let's see what the temperature is today. It's 13, so 13 Celsius is 55.4 Fahrenheit. It's cold-ish. It's not that cold, though. But, okay, so let's say minus 10. Minus 10 is 14 degrees Fahrenheit. That's also not that cold, although today it would be very cold. But when it's always 0 or less, or let's say it's always around minus 20, minus 10 is pretty warm, actually. You acclimate to a temperature, and then other things seem way hot or way cold, depending on where you are, which is weird because you're like, what would you say? Like, you're conditioned to like certain weather based off of just how uncomfortable it can get where you live. Here, minus 40, very uncomfortable, but it's cozy when you have a fire and stuff. 77 here, humid AF with downpours. Oh, I bet that would be humid. I will never acclimate to 105. What is that? 105? 105? 40 degrees. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Yes. No, that's not what you'd want. I'm in like someplace, and people struggle at times. I'm intrigued to know where you are. Shrewsbury? Minus 40 would kill us here in Texas. Yeah, since like I don't know what was the temperature when you guys got that snow, like the news that we got, which I mean you could see people on Facebook and stuff totally making fun of the folks over there. Minus like the absolute tragedies. Only dickheads would make fun of that, but just how people just couldn't navigate the ice. Here it's like it's so normal that you don't even get well, I guess it depends on who you are, but you don't really get phased if you spin out of control. You're just like, well, that's winter, black ice. But in Texas, I saw like how like people's pipes were all bursting and stuff, which does happen here too, but it's kind of the way you build your homes here is you got frost protection and stuff. Although I should say, in the pipes that had my latest video that go out, those pipes, one person in particular said, I'm not sure how you think those aren't going to freeze this winter. I should have said in the video that they would freeze if not for they have a drain. I can drain them out and shut off the water. So you can shut off the water here, you can drain it here, and then this is the tap outside. Those, I wanted high flow taps there, so they're fat instead of half inch, they're 3/4 inch. I wanted them just so that it's easier to water the garden from that hose or whatever, and I also wanted hot water. Those pipes will freeze, but that's actually meant to be an indoor pipe at some point when we build the solarium there, which will be heated. So that's why I have no problem with those being there. But the hose bib here is a frost one, and the hose bib going out the kitchen is also, they have frost protection. Which, by the way, we turn them off in the winter anyway, just cause. Otherwise, they could freeze because it gets mad cold. But some people, they'll like leave the tap on a little bit so the water's always flowing, so it doesn't freeze up. But yeah, I saw in Texas people were like, it was like doomsday. But I guess it's so like a freak incident to have like a snowstorm there. My dad accidentally burned down one of his sheds. Police showed up. Dad clipped the report from local newspaper. Kept it up on the refrigerator for ages. Dude, so would I. I would put that in the new shed. 27,000 structures destroyed, Tori Lynn says, where her house burnt down. Hold on. Paradise Campfire, November 2018. Few towns burned nearly to the ground. 27,000 structures destroyed. That's crazy. Yeah, here there was a lot of fires that got close to like towns and stuff, but they didn't actually go through the towns. I mean, there were fires within the towns, but they didn't burn down the entire towns. Like that would suck. I do not like hot weather at all. Me, I love it. Oh, my bad. Wrong channel. What did you do? What did you say? The Pokemon is up on the black shelf below the Tiki God. That guy right there, that's actually a Filipino carving. It's actually for toilet paper. Toilet paper goes in his head. You know, every once in a while, Ashley surprises me because this is not something that she would normally bring home. And wow, it's kind of dusty. And one day, this was just like this in a bag, right? So imagine the bag is like this. All I see is this, with this little butt and these lines. And I was like, what the heck is that? And then, yeah, it's a freaking toilet paper thing, and the toilet paper comes out of the mouth. Her coworker gave it to her as a Christmas gift, which I think is so funny because I don't know what kind of conversation they had where they would have thought that Ashley would like this at all, but she does because it's just so random. We don't use it, obviously, for toilet paper. We just use it just as a display piece. That shelf isn't even meant to stay in here, as you know, if you've watched for a while. This whole office is not supposed to be like this, but whoops, my brain exploded. But anyway, this is on display up there for now. Not a tiki dude necessarily, although I guess you could interpret it that way. I just thought it was hilarious that she brought it home, especially before I knew that it was given to her. I was just like, what the heck? That's totally something I would bring home. Hello, Matthew. By the way, Matthew has a channel on the old tubes. And it's called Wicked Earth something. Wicked Earth Jewels. Jewels, Tools, and Pools. Oh, the Crafty Stasher. For some reason, oh, she put Wicked Earth in there. I remember the Crafty Stasher. I'm not sure if she still watches because she thinks I'm a heathen. But, she posted a video of some of the things that she bought from him. He has 981 subscribers. He only needs 19 more. If you feel like helping out a dude who is of huge help to my channel as well as my brother's channel, which by the way, he's going to be going live in a couple hours here for his Madness Monday show. Matthew will be there as well. Go clickety click clack over onto his channel and subscribe. He only needs, what did I say? He only needs 19 more. And then he will be able to go live on YouTube. So subscribe, please, to our moderator, Matthew. Josh, have you seen the pictures of the snow on Highway 40 between going through the mountains between Hinton and Grand Prairie? 5 inches of snow on the road currently. I did see snow within Jasper where they had like 12 inches or something like that, but I didn't see the highway. Foot of snow in Grand Cache. It shut us down for a week. Our houses aren't made for that kind of weather. No, I imagine. It is weird that weather just surprises you every once in a while, and then you're just absolutely screwed because you build your house to code, which is designed to work for your area, and then nope. Thank you, Annalyn Cabin Babies. Cabin Babies. What is your channel? I'm gonna look you up. Annalyn. Shit. I will be right back. I got soda all over the freaking desk here and all over Ashley's nicely organized paperwork. My bad. My bad. Okay. What was I saying? Annalyn. Cabin Babies? I feel like it's going to be like something to do with like, you know those videos where people like go to, not vending machines, but like the claw machines? Oh, nursery as well. This channel doesn't have any content. Well, you have 13 subscribers, so you should start going to claw machines. Thanks for subscribing to Matthew, Annalyn. Parched. Holy crap. I haven't seen you in like... Wait. Parched. Yeah. I think it was you. Man, I haven't seen you in so long. What the heck? And Leslie, you've been around for a long time. Jenny Adams, subscribe to Matthew. Thank you. Eternal Darkness says Matthew's jewelry is totally radical. Just check the radar and there must be a high pressure system east of us. Looks like our weather from yesterday is hitting your area now, but 5 inches of snow? Glad I'm southeast of you. 9 was cold enough. Last time Josh shouted out Matthew's YouTube, he got over 100 subscribers. That's awesome. We had a lot of rain yesterday in Calgary. Cleared all the smoke now and could see the mountains today. Awesome. Beats one of those crochet hoop skirt toilet paper covers. I don't even know what that is. I've never seen anything like that. Now I don't think I can go on living without one. You should get one. Um, 84 people died in those fires. What the? Huh. Recently listened to a podcast about these fires. It was like an I Survived sort of podcast. And man, they're good at conveying, is that the word? Like the terror that must go through your mind when you're trapped by fire all over. I've never been in a fire that has been dangerous to me. I mean, every fire can be dangerous, so that's probably a clumsy way to say that. One time, our school, someone, which if you watched my live with, oh wait, no, we didn't mention that, did we? I can't remember. I might get Elena on a shop talk if she wants to, and then we could talk about it. But anyway, someone burnt down the freaking school. Actually, didn't burn it down, just set it on fire. That was in on a weekend, and then for whatever reason, someone had the bright idea of doing it while school was in session, and I don't know who that was, but anyways, so there was that fire which was put out immediately. There was a fire. Oh, one time my work got struck by lightning, and it set the wall on fire, but I wasn't there. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Like I have one in particular that like I 100% was there and it was a fire that could have been bad, but besides that, yeah, I'm not sure. But okay, so here's what happened. Me and my little brother went to my coworker's house, which was not a house, it was an apartment, right? So imagine it's not a big apartment, probably 4 or 5 stories tall. Okay, so not very tall. I don't know how many suites would have been in there, but it was basically just one hallway. Okay, and it had a stairwell in the front of the building and a stairwell in the back of the building. No elevator, and the entrance floor or whatever was just the lobby. Then you could go down or you could go up. Okay. Uh, so in the lobby was a bench that was like carpeted or whatever, and had like the mailboxes and that all that kind of stuff. Okay. Me and my brother go into this Dakota, which by the way, ask him his side of the story tonight during his show. Okay. Uh, so we go into this into the lobby to go to his name was Carmichael. To go into this Carmichael's house or go to his apartment, and everything is normal. We go there, and then I don't know if we were leaving or what, but at some point we were back in the hallway, me and my brother, and we were like walking because he lived on the second floor. And so we walked to the stairwell down, and then you had to go down the hallway into the lobby. Sorry, this is a very clumsy story because I keep forgetting the details exactly. Anyway, we see like flickers, but we smell smoke, right? And it's in through a door, like kind of like that. You know how you can kind of see out there, but not really. Just imagine that just glowing orange and flickering, right? And as we approach, we smell smoke, and we're like, "Oh, I can smell fire." And by the way, this place had been set on fire about 5 or 6 times already. Okay, and they were getting sick of it because fire department had always come, and it was always annoying. Someone was just trying to burn down the apartment building. Some like pyro maniac. Anyway, we go down into the lobby, see that the bench is completely engulfed in flame, and so we're like, oh, okay, well, there's a fire extinguisher on the second level right by the door thing. So we kind of jog back up the stairs to grab the fire extinguisher, and then this dude comes down. He's coming down the stairs. He's got a leather jacket on. If I can describe him, he kind of looked like what's the dude's name on Seinfeld? Hello, Newman. He looked like Newman. Okay, but not as old. He was probably like 18 or 19 years old or something like that. Okay, but just imagine 19-year-old Newman coming down the stairs, leather jacket. He sees the fire, takes off his jacket, tosses it. Okay, dude, I don't know what must have been playing in this guy's head, but he was the hero that he always imagined he would be to himself only. Like, his only audience was me and Dakota. But he throws his jacket at me like, hold this! Which I was not expecting him to do, so it kind of just hit me and then just went on the floor. And I was just like, that was weird. And then he runs up the stairs to the second level to grab the fire extinguisher that we were just about to get. He grabs the fire extinguisher like a freaking, like, I don't know how to describe it. If you can imagine him like having slow motion playing in his mind, just the way that he grabbed it. Okay, just if you can imagine. Hold on, okay. Pretend this is the fire extinguisher, okay? This is kind of the opposite of a fire extinguisher, but if you can just imagine, okay? Okay. So, right, it's on the wall. Like this, right? He, like, grabs it, throws his jacket at me, runs upstairs, like just a couple more stairs, grabs it, and he goes like this. Right? Slow, just like I just did, okay? Just how you saw me do it, that's how he grabbed it. He just went like this. And then he like comes down the stairs, and then he like pulls the pin thing out, and he just goes, puts out the fire, and it's a real fire. So at the time, I'm not exactly processing how absolutely cringy this dude is acting to his two-man audience, but he puts out the fire, and the smoke detector sets off the fire alarm, and so people start coming out of their apartments, and they're mad, like they're not like no one's scared, no one's worried, they're just mad that this is happening again. And this dude, if you can imagine him, just like this. He's like, yeah, blocking. Imagine the bench is behind me. He's blocking the bench like, oh, don't get burned. I just put out this fire. Put it out by myself. Did it really good. Did it very heroically. Okay? And the reason why I'm making fun of this guy, it will be evident later. But he's kind of, I don't know, like traffic copying this freaking lobby. And everyone goes out into the parking lot. Me and Dakota go in the parking lot. Fire department comes. The landlady, she's trying to organize a head count and then getting everybody's phone numbers and stuff and all that jazz. And so this guy, she's like, can someone go get the people from the back stairwell and tell them to come over here? And that same Newman dude, okay, so no one's in the building anymore. So he's like on the step, and there's like this metal railing, and he instead of walking around this railing, which would have taken like 2 seconds, not even, he grabs it and like flings his body over it like he's in the Olympics. Although I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to touch the hurdles when you're in the Olympics. But anyways, he jumps over this, does like a spin move, and then runs around the building. And I remember the landlady being like, "Oh, careful," because it just looked so weird that he would do this. But he did it. He goes to the back of the building, and then like another 20 or 30 people come to the front. And I don't live there. Dakota doesn't live there, but we're witnesses. We were the first on the scene. First on the scene. We were actually second and third on the scene. Or I guess we were there together. So we were second on the scene. The first on the scene was actually freaking Newman because he set the fire, we found out. So that all gets cleared away. Everyone gets to go in after like a couple hours or something like that. I remember me and Dakota just went ripping around in my car. Almost got rear-ended by my friend, who we didn't realize was our friend. But anyways, yeah, everyone got put back in, and then someone put a little camera in his what do you call it? Like the peephole of the door. There is a storage room in the lobby area or something like that, and he put his camera in there was a peephole in that door, and so he put a camera in there so he could watch. And they found the freaking Newman guy set something else on fire in the lobby or somewhere, I guess. And so he was caught and charged with arson and some sort of negligence or something. I don't know. He was in the newspaper back then. But yeah, that's the only fire that I can remember being like a close to dangerous ordeal. I think. Oh, actually, you want to hear an embarrassing story? One time I set my neighbor's lawn on fire. I spelled out to no one, because no one would see this except for me, because Ashley wasn't even there, but I spelled out I and then put a heart, and I spelled out Ashley in my neighbor's lawn. Such a stupid idea. I don't know why I did that. Because no one would see it except for me. Not even the neighbors would see it. And I couldn't even read it. I didn't make it nearly big enough, so it was just flames. So there was that, but that was me. That's just me being a dumbass. And I was a kid. Rooting for 1K for Matthew. Oh yeah, let's see what he's at. Let's see what he's at. What is it again? God, what the heck is... I just had it. Wait, it'll be in my previously typed. Oh, no, it's not. Wicked Earth. Dang it. There we go. Wicked Earth. Oh, I should go Wicked Earth Jewelry. That's not how you spell that, but there it is. He has 1,000 subscribers. Sick. Thank you. Matthew says, I really appreciate it, everyone. Everything there on Matthew's channel is older. Do I have the right one? Yeah, he stopped uploading there a while ago. My grandma had one of those Barbie doll crocheted dress toilet roll holders. Bright yellow with orange flowers embroidered on it to match her bathroom. That's retro. I hit the like button before coming in chat. Thank you. 2 apartments we lived in had smoldering fires. The second one caused us to be homeless. Well, that sucks. What happened to Jack? What happened to Jack? What? Oh, let me put this on live chat. Oh, now I just went, made me go all the way down to the bottom. I believe they have 40 million stories between the 4 brothers. Does he mean Kramer? No, I mean Newman, the fat guy. Josh, aren't you subscribed to Matthew? I am. But I still don't remember his channel name all the time. I set a refrigerator on fire once. Sure glad it wasn't in a house at the time. Oh, one time, Dakota and I, one time, many times, mad times, like tons of times, we set fire in our fort. Like just a nice little fire pit that we made. Like we dug it out. We put fire barrier rocks, if you will. They were just like river stone, but we just put some rocks around it, and we would just make fires in there. It'd be so fun. And our stupid friend Barry, this stupid idiot, like what a dumbass. He would stick a stick in the fire, and then once it would light, he would like put it into the trees, right? Because our fort, this fort in particular, was underneath like a big spruce tree. And actually, when I was there the other day, it's actually not that big of a spruce tree, but big enough for 4 kids to make a fort under. They had cut down a bunch of other spruce trees because they built some little condo type suites, like row houses they kind of look like. Anyway, so we took all the boughs and we stacked them around, and they were still green. But anyways, that was our walls, and then we had a little door that we made out of another bough that was like huge or whatever that we could move. And I remember it was me, Dakota, Barry, and Barry's sister, which I forget what her name is, Christina, I think. And we were children. Like we were like 7 or 8 years old. And we're making this fire. Right after this old man, by the way, was like, hey, just so you know, it's very dry out there. Don't be setting any fires. Oh, we won't. And then Krista, I think her name was Krista. Or maybe it was Crystal. I don't remember what her name was. Anyways, the sister comes back. I told her to go get her dad's lighter. And or I told her to go get matches, but she couldn't find matches, so she got her dad's lighter. But it had like one of those things that are smooth, you know, so it's kind of hard to light it. So we had to break that thing off so that we could, and yeah, we set a fire in there, had a fire for like just for fun. And then I remember my shoelace got a little ember on it, and so when I went inside, I took my shoes off, put them where they go, and my mom and my brother Ken noticed that it was smoldering. So like my shoelace is like this long, right? If you can imagine hanging off my shoe, but like this much of it was like just ash, if you will. And so like you could just pull it off. And they asked what it was, and of course they didn't believe me. I was like, oh, I don't know. They're like, well, did someone have a fire? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Which I could have just said, oh yeah, they had a fire at so and so's house, and then it would have been fine. But anyway, I remember for whatever reason, she told her dad that she borrowed his lighter so we could put a fire in the fort. And I was like, you idiot. Why would you tell him that? And also, why would he let you? So he comes over later, tells my mom, and then Dakota and I got in trouble for that. That could have been bad. Like, I totally understand why you would, tell a kid's parents that they're lighting fires, but it's kind of weird that you would let your kid borrow the lighter. I thought she just stole it from him, but she asked for it or something. I could be remembering it slightly wrong. It's hard to believe there are still stories we haven't heard. I mean, it's just a matter of remembering them, I guess. Everyone has stories, you probably forget them. Happens quite often that firefighters are also arsonists. Disturbing. Yeah, I've heard about that happening, but yeah, I've missed Josh's stories. This should be story hour with Josh Alexander. Newman or Fonzie? I'll never look at Newman the same. Dude, that's what this guy looked like. Curly, fat, and that's basically the similarities. Like they kind of like the same. They have the same look. Even glasses. Are we playing charades? I'm impressed most people don't know how to use a fire extinguisher. Yeah, like you learn how to do that in kindergarten, I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of weird that people don't know how. You know what's annoying? Is when, well, I don't know if this is annoying. I'm not a fireman by any means, so I'm sure I could easily be making stupid, annoying mistakes as well. But we went to an event, a race event, and this guy's car exploded. Or I shouldn't say it exploded. It didn't like blow up. It just burst into flame. And people were running there with the fire extinguishers and then putting them on the ground and not doing anything with them. They didn't even pull off like the little zip tie thing or nothing. So whoever finally decided to pick these up and start using them, they still had to like take all the shit off. It's like, why don't you do that while you're running to it? Like you're literally just traveling. You have lots of time to. You don't even have to look. But anyway, that's always bugged me. Your walk and talk game is weak. I say to myself as I watch only other people dealing with this fire, and I'm just, sucks to be that guy. I mean, of course, if I was closer and stuff, I wouldn't just be a spectator. Oh, I remember when Ricky's, the restaurant, burnt down. And then they replaced it with a Swiss Chalet, one of the worst restaurants to ever exist. But Ricky's was a pancake house, for those of you who might not know what Ricky's is. And it burnt down. And I remember there was a fake cop or a cop impersonator guy who lived in our town. He had like a retired police car. It had no markings on it, but it still had like bars on the window, and like it had a spotlight. It didn't have lights. One of his older cars, which looked like it should be on Dukes of Hazzard, that one had lights, and it had like those old school bars, like those thick bars. Yeah, I remember him showing up at this fire. Like he's like, yeah, what can I do to help you? Such a weirdo. Uh, that guy always drove around, and he would like, there would be like, say, like someone was broken down, and he'd like pull up behind them, and put on his like light in the back windshield. He'd put that light on so that people would like go around him. Such a weird guy. I mean, that's nice of him if he was actually going to help, but he just would just be like, official fake police business. Move along. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I remember that. One of my friends was there, and his Facebook status was, I miss my burnt down job. Apparently it was an insurance scam, though. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. Drove going to the sun through Glacier, September 2018, with fire burning above and below. Bumper to bumper, max 40K and hot with AC on full. They closed the pass as we were leaving. Dang. Is this the same place you met Alex? It is not. I'll never look at Newman the same. Full of adrenaline or something. Dude, the guy was full of shit. He started the fire, and then he just was like, I have to wait for someone else to notice so I can spring into action. Like, I was literally a couple of feet from the fire extinguisher when he, like, came down the stairs. Like, just to understand the layout. It's like, stairs. Okay. The stairs are where my stairs are, right over here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see me. Okay? Okay? And the fire extinguisher was like, say, like right there, but on the other side of the wall. And we were like right here or so, and he came down like I was like a couple feet away from it. I was basically like this far away from it, and he comes down. I should have guessed that he knew the fire was already there just based on the way he tried to do everything quickly, so he would be the one to put out the fire and then be the hero. Be the hero. What is so lame. But anyway. Nobody cared that he put out the fire, but anyway, maybe they already suspected him because he lived in the building. I didn't, so I didn't know anyone there except for well, actually I knew 2 people in the building. Happens quite often that I already read that. How romantic. Oh, when I lit my neighbors, dude, and they didn't even care. They're like, "What were you doing with the gasoline?" I was like, "Oh, I was just writing a message in the grass," and they're like, "Oh, okay." They didn't even care. But they initially wanted me to do something, which I can't remember what it was. So I had to do something where the grass was going to get destroyed anyway. I can't remember what the heck it was though for some reason. Weird. So cringy though. I set a refrigerator on. I already read that too. Josh, aren't you subscribed to Matthew? I already read that too. What the heck? I've been scrolling up this whole time. Have you ever walked the coals after a fire? We used to spread them out and walk them. Pretty neat. I have never, but I would. I tried to singe the edges of some art I did with an incense stick. It caught on fire and singed my eyebrows and melted some carpet. I had to pour Gatorade on it to put it out. Uh, that's funny. Josh, did you see the interview Alex did with Kathy Cash on his channel? She's for real, and what a great interview Alex did. Yeah, I did see it. I watched it the other day with Ashley, I think. I did see it. Hey Josh, just spoke with Kastner and all is cool. I spoke with Lisa there and you can pick at any time. They thought the whole thing was kind of sketchy. I will send you the lot numbers to your email. Okay. I don't know when I'll next be able to go there. I don't want you to get charged for having that stuff there, so yeah, it's just kind of far away from me. I'm not gonna make a special trip to go there, unfortunately, or at least not enough. So, next time I'm going to the city, I'll go there. I have an ability that I can leave buildings 3 minutes before the fire alarm goes off, but for some reason people call me pyromaniac. Okay. Tell us how you got to know Alex with heart faces. I met Alex. Okay. So I met Alex at a Willie Nelson concert. Willie Nelson and I forget who else was there, but I was a little kid. Anyways, Willie Nelson concert at our old arena where where the Oilers used to play. Which, by the way, the freaking Oilers lost how many weeks ago? And I was so bummed, but now I'm a little less bummed, but still I am bummed. But they lost to the 2-time Stanley Cup champions, Las Vegas Golden Knights. Dang it. But I don't feel so bad about losing to them because they went all the way. So. But anyway. It was called the Skyreach Center at the time. Man, I remember. Sorry, I'm going to go on a tangent here. We would go to this chiropractor. And in that same area-ish, it was kind of in an industrial commercial space. There was Skyreach equipment, which I don't even know if they're still around. I haven't seen them in a long time, but they make like heavy equipment for operation on like oil field and such. Oh, that makes sense. Why they would want to sponsor the building. Anyways, it was called the Skyreach Center at the time. Now it's called the old arena, and it's going to get demolished. But anyway, Willie Nelson came to town, and I went there with my brother Mike and my little brother Dakota, and so I was still lighting fires in the trees. So I must have been like 8 or 9 years old or something like that. Anyway, so if you've ever been to a bull arena, you understand like there's tiers and stuff. If you can imagine me, probably 3 or so rows from the top of our tier, something like that. Anyways, just imagine there's people behind me and people in front of me, right? And then the bull on top of us is like kind of right there. And you can't see the people up there because whatever, but you can see the people over there. But as the concert is going on, which by the way, Willie Nelson sounds the same in studio and live. So we're at our seats, and I'm eating this popcorn and this popsicle at the same time. I had seen another kid eat popcorn apple, and I thought that it was a popsicle with popcorn on it. So I asked for a popsicle and popcorn, and it didn't work, and it was so disappointing. His looked so delicious. It was like a caramel apple with popcorn on it. And for me, it was just like nothing was sticking on it. I thought it was so frustrating. Anyway, doesn't matter. I mean, this Chakota is on that side. Mike is here. I'm here. And my brother Mike's ex-wife is here. At the time, not ex-wife. Anyways, so we're here. And suddenly, right, we're just listening to Willie Nelson just being Willie Nelson. And people are like cheering and stuff and whatever. And then things get a little skunk smelling after a while. Okay? And I'm like, oh, it smells like a skunk in here. And which made like people laugh because obviously it was weed. But I didn't know what weed was when I was 9 years old. Although I did know what it was, I just didn't understand because like sometimes like my mom would call it grass. She'd be like, oh, someone's smoking grass. And I was like, that's weird. Why would someone be smoking grass? That's such a weird thing to do. And then other people would call it marijuana or, whatever. And so, anyways, I didn't know what it was, but I knew the smell, but I didn't know why the smell would be here. I'm like, I'm used to this being in like hotel rooms. Why does it smell like that here where they play hockey? This doesn't make any sense. So I thought it was a skunk. And anyway, as time goes on, people are getting a little more loose, if you will. And that bowl up there, stuff keeps like falling down every so often, like bags or cups or beer or whatever, right? And I was just like, man, I'm so glad that I'm underneath this thing, because if I was just like a little bit further up, I would get poured on. And I was like, man, that's like I remember thinking like I'm so glad that I don't have to get poured on. Time goes on, and there's like a intermission of sorts. Not really an intermission, but kind of like a pause. Like Willie Nelson's old now. Like how old is he? Like 99 years old? And he was already an old man then. So anyways, there's a bit of a pause, and like the lights came up a little bit. And so people were just like, what the heck, man? Like this is a short concert, whatever. People are complaining. And stuff falling over the thing became like big, and then someone someone came on to the microphone and was like, ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 something about stop being like this. We'll be back in 5 minutes or something like that. I'm like, okay, cool, 5 minutes, whatever. I'm a little kid. He's 90? Okay, so he must have been like 70 something. Must have been like nearly 80 years old. Dang, man, when Willie Nelson dies, that's going to be like a sad one. Like, what the heck, man? You're supposed to be immortal. Josh had the same long hair back then, too. Josh grew his hair out for that time we went to Woodstock. Right? Yeah. So anyway, so stuff is falling down, and like I'm noticing this over the concert. Like you could watch the concert on like the Jumbotron, or you could watch the little stage down there. And I was watching it on the Jumbotron just because it was easier and stuff would just fall, right? And then it started being a game. It's like, when is the next something gonna fall? And I'm not expecting this whatsoever, and neither is anyone else. But suddenly a shoe falls, and you're just like, what the heck? There's a shoe. And remember, I'm like 3 rows or something from there. So just if you can imagine, right? You guys are the thing, and I'm like maybe a little further than this, and the shoe just falls over there, and I was just like, yo, there's a shoe. And like I'm like looking like this, even though I can't see shit because I'm leaning only like 7 inches closer. Oh, it scared the shit out of me, dude. What the hell? Tom Petty's here, everybody.
Donuts.
Dude, it's Landon.
What's up, everybody?
Thanks, dude.
No problem.
You down to finish Harry Potter?
We're at the
Later?
big inspection tonight.
Oh.
That'll probably be from like 8 till 9-ish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because Lance is coming from Innisfail.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll go with you.
Yeah, if you want. Sure.
Well, Landon might be getting a house.
Finally.
A house in the Spruce Grove area. Old ass freaking house, but a house nonetheless. With possibly some treasures in the crawl space.
Possibly.
Like they actually literally looks like treasure because they're in like old trunks.
Yeah, there's a couple of cool old chests. And just boxes of random stuff. And judging on the rest of the house, I feel like if it's still there, there'll be a few cool random old things.
Yeah. Hopefully, even if they like moved it out, hopefully there will still be something like maybe they didn't see.
Yeah.
In that crawl space.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta like bring a couple flashlights and look around.
Yeah, I'm gonna go early so I can take I got some LED string lights and run extension cords and get all that stuff set up.
Oh yeah.
Gets there.
Oh yeah.
The cellar is also gonna be there.
Oh
which
really?
is kind of annoying.
What? Yeah,
Because
they're gonna be like, don't look over there. That's actually not supposed to be.
No, I don't think he should be, but he's in the plumbing industry, so he wants to be there.
To make sure that what?
I don't know, to probably try and argue with us if we say something's wrong, but like he can't legally. He can't. It's my inspection.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, we shall see.
Be fine.
I'll be there. I'm in the taping industry. Hey, and Ashley's here. I thought he was you.
Oh.
But I was like, I hear something, and then it's him. And I forgot that you even came back home. I thought you were still gone. So I was not expecting you whatsoever. It scared the crap out of me. Anyway, guys.
Okay.
Sorry for the interruption, but thanks for the donuts.
No problem.
Oh, Ash, there's a cruller in here.
Sorry, what did you say?
There's a cruller in here.
Oh, thank you.
How nice of Landon to get her a cruller. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so it's a shoe, okay? And I'm like looking, and I'm like getting excited, and other people are looking, and then you just hear, "Whoa!" And there's like people, they start putting their hands up, and they're like kind of like moving away, and they're like there's like a part, and then there's like a couple people, excuse me, like looking like this, and then another shoe drops, and then my brother Mike and Dakota, they're like looking at my brother Mike, like pops over the seats as people have moved away, and I wanted to hop over the seats, but I'm only like you know, like 3 feet tall, so it's not as easy for me because my crotch isn't 3 feet tall. So it's hard to step over these chairs. Anyways, I'm going around, and then another shoe drops, and I was like, another shoe. What the? And then these feet start dangling with these white socks on, and I was like, what the heck? And people are kind of like moving around, and as I like kind of get close enough, I see like a dude hanging onto like the plexiglass thing. I don't know. It's like a ledge with plexiglass on it, and he's hanging onto the plexiglass, and he's like going like this, coming down, and he jumps down into our like section thing or whatever, and he kind of like hits the chairs, which by the way they fold up, right? So he kind of like steps on the chair and he goes and he falls, and everyone was kind of like stunned, you know, like what the heck is going on? Why is there a person who just jumped off the top balcony thing, the top bowl? Doesn't seem like a reasonable thing to do. Me, I'm just excited about it because it's a interesting thing. Anyway, my brother Mike and his wife are like, so we're kind of like still like a row or whatever away, and then there's people kind of over there. Like there's like a few more. Well, actually, there's like a bunch of rows. But anyway, so we're kind of here, and yeah, we're here. The dude is there. My brother Mike is there, and like there's security coming, and then my brother's ex-wife is there as well, and we're chilling here, and so security comes, and city police come as well, and they like asking this guy like what's going on, and like he's trying to find his shoe and stuff, and who finds the shoe? None other than Alex. Alex is like, found his shoe, pulls up a shoe, and kind of like tosses it to my brother Mike, and then they get to talking about like, why is this man, why did he jump off whatever, talking to the police, whatever. And then since like so many people left because of this, Alex and us kind of sat together, and then kind of just became a part of my life from there because of Willie Nelson and a guy who presumably got too high or something and decided to crowd surf off of the top bull and caught himself or something. I don't know exactly what happened, but something about a dude crowd surfing off the ledge was like the theory or whatever that people were saying. They're just like, oh yeah, no, he was crowd surfing. And by the way, I didn't know what crowd surfing was at the time, and I was like, dude, this guy really brought a surfboard to a Willie Nelson concert. Okay. And I was like, where is his surfboard? Like he should probably go back up there and get it, because like they're gonna bring him to jail and then he's not gonna get his surfboard back. I don't understand this. But anyways, that's how I met Alex. He found a shoe of a guy who fell off a balcony, or more so he jumped off a balcony. It seems like he fell off the crowd surf, which probably the best idea to do on a slant. I don't know. Anyway, that's how I met Alex. Was it the Redheaded Stranger? Oh, that's the song that they were singing at the time. Uh, uh, Oh no, I believe that was part of the problem. The lack of toilets, food, water. So sorry about that. What? I had that happen one, and the owner said that the roof was new on the house. We got in the attic and I showed her all the holes straight through. I asked if the skylights were new too. Um, Josh, if the seller's gonna be there, then he can bring you too. Oh, he could bring me anyway. Anyway, I've been to many festivals, but that one was truly an eye-opener. They are both in witness protection. I can't reveal the true story. Owners should not be at the house during inspection. Mine included a darling little kid that kept pestering the inspector like he was there for fun. Ended up missing loads of issues. Finally, we know how you two met. LOL. That's entertainment, folks. How many first times did you meet Alex? Oh, many. So far, what is that, like the 15th time I've met him for the first time? But yeah, so that's, for anyone who's new, that is definitely not how I met Alex. That is an inside joke of the channel, but I hope you enjoyed it regardless.
Do you think this one?
Well, you can turn it. Do you wanna
A curler, yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna have the,
What's the other one?
I don't know what that one is, but I'm gonna have the Boston cream. That's like one of those where they put like the little sour shit on it. Sour cream, not sour cream, but
Oh, it looks like it's missing something.
it kind of looks like an old vagina.
That's disgusting.
What?
Why did you just say? Why would you say that?
Because it kind of does.
I'm gonna take the dogs for a walk.
Okay,
Okay.
have fun. Okay. There we go. I'm refreshing this. I want to see how many he's got now. Oh, he still only has 1,000 subscribers. We need more subscribers. Matthew, exactly how many subscribers do you have when you look at it on your end? Oh my gosh, Josh. I always enjoy the meeting Alex stories. Man, me too. I like telling them, but since like I just make them up on the spot, it's very hard to like to like be new every time. Like I'm just like, Willie Nelson concert. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm like, what would happen at a Willie Nelson concert, maybe? Woodstock was in 1969. Matt, you were too young to have attended. Maybe you were conceived there? Josh, should we troll Jack with anything later? No, just ask him about the fire in Carmichael's building and what happened. Just ask him that. Don't troll him. Just see his version. The version that I told compared to the version that he told. I want to see how well he remembers it, or like how well I remember it. Like what have I forgotten, or what have I... Well, I didn't embellish anything. I just acted out some things. But yeah. I'm curious to see what he remembers. Willie, what? I don't know what that even says. Doesn't happen often. The buyer of a house does water damage to whom they're buying, then expect the seller to pay the damage or take thousands off the price. That would be weird and very obvious. Rolling Stones concert 20 years ago. Guy behind us was super drunk. At some point, he either jumped or fell, missed us, landed on a woman in the next row down. He went to jail. She went to the ER. Oh, man. Dang. That's crazy. Yeah, so if you're new or whatever, that is not how I met Alex. I just like telling those stories when people ask. and I try to make them different every time. No. No. I wish I would have went to Jollibee's when I was in Edmonton, though. Yeah, you can make whatever, whenever you want, if you want.
Okay, I'll take you for a walk if I want.
Okay. That is a sour cream glazed and the only edible donut in my opinion. Sour cream. What did I say? Cottage cheese? I can't remember what I said. My first concert was UB40. Anyone remember them? I don't even know if I heard of them.
Why is that thing though?
What's that?
Oh, you're going to care about. That box of whatever that is.
I don't remember the price, but I remember it was expensive at first. Josh, did you see my bribe? Please accept it. I did not. I don't know what you're talking about. Alex's channel has a few more subscribers. He should mention Matthew's channel to get him a few more subscribers. Oh, he might. We need to hear Newman's version as well. Oh, yeah, we do. I don't know what his name is or anything, but yeah. I would like to just learn what the heck his problem was. Like, was it like some sort of urge? Did he have like some sort of social identity crisis where he wanted people to like him, so he wanted to like save everyone? Did he have like a mental, I mean, obviously he had a mental issue if he's potentially killing people just so people will think that he's awesome for putting out the fire. Josh, do you know what that's what it looks like? How do you know that's what it looks like, Josh? I guess I don't know exactly. See many of those, do you? Your imagination really knows no bounds. Great. Hi, Josh. Just tuned right into another How I Met Alex story. Cool. Rolling Stones concert 20 years ago. Guy behind us was super drunk. At some point, he either... Oh, I already read that. Oh, I can just do this. No, I can't. Wait, I can do this. Lang sense. Bribing you to make longer vlogs around 50-minute mark. I have no shame. 25 euros. Europe dollars. The next vlog is... Let me look it up. Let me look. Another vlog, 220 is an hour, minutes, and 18 seconds. I don't know if you can hear this, but here's a hint of what's happening. Oh yeah, I remember this part. I tried to upload this already. That was a strong piece of plastic. I tried to upload this, but it was uploading for like 30 hours, so I started it over because it was only at 10%. I started it over this morning, and now it's at 11%. So that's what's going on in this video. Banging a hammer on a piece of plastic. Several pieces of plastic. Or I do that again. This one, it breaks in one smash. Wow, I really didn't realize that I left this much in there. That's kind of boring. Oh yeah, I broke right away. Well, that... Oh, that looks good. Bonnet shaking off the rain. Okay, that's enough. So that one's longer. And the one after that might be a little bit longer too. I literally only make them as long as they are in real life. Thanks for the super chat though. Anyway, did you do a painting of Freddie Mercury? I did a long time ago. I probably have a print here somewhere that I could show you. Or not. Or not. I do have a print somewhere. Hold on. Freddie Mercury. There we go. This is the print. If you get the canvas print, there's a little more to the picture, but that's basically it. The original just sold, I think, or did it? Or no, maybe it didn't. But yeah. Did you do a painting of Billy Idol? I did not. I did not. How many people in here were old enough to go to the original Woodstock? Asked Matthew. Did Matthew say how many subscribers he has? I did say sour cream. Okay. I should do a portrait of Billy Idol. Should I? I was in the doctor's waiting room with Billy Idol in the 1990s. He didn't look well. Oh, really? What happened to him? I was old enough by a lot. He only has 1,000? How much does he have exactly? Matthew, how many do you have? It only shows me 1K. Really? Can't you go to like your... How do you do this? If you go to your channel... Oh, wait. This looks different than it does on the phone. How do you do this? I have 32.9. But like on my phone it'll say like 32,988 or whatever is the last time I looked. It used to be 33,008, I think was my highest. And people were like, nope! 5.6, 6.5. Oh, my last two videos are trash. Well, they're only 26 minutes each. But then this one that's an hour long is 13,000 views. And then my next video that's only half an hour is only 6.5. Maybe I should make only long videos. So half an hour is pretty long too. Alright, enough. Good enough. We hung out for a while, did some stuff, told some stories, showed one piece of art, which by the way, if you want to buy a piece of art, orderfromjosh@gmail.com. You can look at the different paintings on the My Hands Gallery Facebook page, which you do not need Facebook to have. You can just Google it. Billy Idol and Billy Graham. Oh, I should do one with both of them in there. Someone tell Iggy Pop to put his shirt on and leave it on. Seriously, though, he isn't well right now. Dude, he's ripped, though. I went to the same doctor Billy Graham saw many times. Okay, so if you're going to watch my brother's show tonight, it starts at 7, so it's in an hour and 12 minutes. Or let's see here, an hour and 14 minutes actually. He's got a few segments, if you will, on his show, but interrupt him by asking him to tell the story of the dude who set Carmichael's apartment lobby on fire. Okay, and if you're new to his channel, click subscribe. Tell him that I sent you, or you don't have to tell him anything actually if you don't want to, but you can just subscribe. He also is a great artist. He makes lots of things. If we go over to his channel, Madness channel, which Matthew, could you put the link to that? That would be awesome. Okay, that sounds a little too bitchy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Wait, what did you say? What? Wasn't comparing the two. We're just saying it is a fact. That's all. What? The two what? Billy Idol and Billy Graham? Hello, John Carabello. Someone tell you. Oh, I read this. Okay. Matthew, could you put the link to your channel? Yeah, put the link to your channel. Put the link to Jakota's channel. Jakota only has 3.5 thousand subscribers. But he could use, like, I don't know, 3 more subscribers. Watch his gnome video. He made this cool rose frame. He painted Kurt Cobain. Great painting. He's got this video on here. I painted my first painting. And it's awesome. His first painting is fantastic. I feel like his number 1 video has 11,000 views. I built a fallen angel picture frame. That's cool. That's that he built in my old shop. Matthew put up his channel there, so you can follow that. Do not get your Rother. What? Billy Graham did a lot for music, though. What? Did he? Like in restricting it, or what do you mean? That's the best. You and Jakota are so encouraging and supportive of each other. Is that right? Have a good one, dude. Okay, and you put man in this channel there. Perfect. I don't know what sounded bitchy, but I don't care at all. Someone else said something about being funny. Okay, I was trying to be funny and perhaps it wasn't. I don't even remember what you said, but it probably was funny to someone. What did you even say? Okay, I don't feel like looking anymore. All good. Okay. Well, he was a concert producer? Are we talking about the same Billy Graham? Like the Billy Graham who's like, hello, I'm Billy Graham. I'm old, and I've been old my entire life. I'm gonna name my son Billy Graham. Yeah, this freaking guy. Yeah. Square jaw, receding hairline since he was 12, but never went bald. I know this guy. Yeah, look how old he is here. I remember this guy, dude. You could punch this guy in the face over and over again and nothing would happen. Look how tough his chin is. Dude, you could hit him with a sledgehammer and he'd be like, I forgive you like the Lord forgives you. I can't do a Billy Graham impression whatsoever. He has like that iconic voice. Hold on, let me hear it. Let me hear it one time here.
I'm going to ask that we all bow our heads in prayer.
Yeah, it's totally him. I totally remember that. My mom used to listen to this guy all the time. I'm gonna ask that we bow our heads in prayer. Yeah, I totally. Dude, this guy is like, was there ever any scandals with this dude like there is with like every other TV preacher man? Like, dude, who's the guy with the plane where the reporter is like, is it true you don't want to be in a tube of demons or something? And he's like, do you think people are demons? No, I don't. And don't you ever say that I did. Dude, crazy looking guy. I forget what his name is. Bill Graham was the producer. Billy Graham was the preacher. No scandals. Not even the same guy. Okay, hold on. Who's Bill Graham? Dude, they should do a epic rap battles of history. Bill Graham and Billy Graham. Dude, I'm pretty sure I read Billy Graham. Yeah, this guy, not even close to the same. Okay, let's hear this guy. Does he have a persuasive speaking voice or not? Well, hold on. Say something. My God. Yeah, he is a preacher man, isn't he?
Great. I went to Toronto with the Dead in the Airplane and met a couple of New Yorkers, Josh White, Capone.
It doesn't have as much of a commanding voice. Anyway. I love the Drew Carey Show episode when Tammy Faye played Mimi's mom. What is this? Billy Graham was scandalist. Was he? What is happening here? That was a bad time for guys my age, Matthew. I'm from Northwest Connecticut, so it was only a few hours away. Bill Graham did the U.S. side of Live Aid. Oh. Close your eyes and bow your head in prayer so no one noticed them picking your pocket. Bill Graham was the oh, okay. No scandals with Billy, but his son, yes. Hello, Mama Card. Billy Graham was a religious person and earned lots of ching. He could break. He'd be Billy Graham Cracker. Bill Graham is different than Billy Graham. Man, I feel like if I had such a similar name to someone who did something so like he was such a well-known at one particular thing, like being a preacher, Christian preacher. Like if my name was Billy Graham or Bill Graham or William Graham or Will Graham or what's another one of those? I'd be like, call me Graham Will. Totally different because it's backwards. Graham Bill. I don't know. I feel like I would be like, I want to be called something else. Because it's like, dude, this guy just super iconic, at least in some circles. I never even heard of Bill Graham. Now I have, obviously. Now I'll be like, oh yeah, you know Bill Graham, right? The music, the important figure in music, live music. You know, Live Aid, right? Yeah, Bill Graham. They'll be like, wow, Billy Graham. Bill Graham was at Live Aid. That's exactly what people will think. They won't be like, oh, Bill Graham, of course, the freaking music producer guy. No, they're gonna be like, oh, let's bow our head in prayer. Imagine he was the opening act of freaking Live Aid. Oh man. Uh your brother hardly comes in. What? Comes in where? To here? I love Jakota's first painting video. Yeah, it's good. So look here, Anne says Billy was a concert producer. Right, so that's where the confusion. If you would have said Bill Graham, I wonder if I would have. Billy Graham did a lot for music though. I'm from the Bay Area, California. Wait, how did Billy Graham even come up in the first place? I don't even. Probably Matthew talking about. What did he say? Woodstock? Okay. Bill Graham presents is still owned by family in San Fran. The Righteous Gemstones TV show with John Goodman. Funny stuff. I think it's a documentary on all these rich preacher types. Oh right. What's the dude with the shark eyes though that I was talking about earlier? Bill Graham was a Jewish refugee as a child. Changed his name when he was brought to the U.S. as a child. Went on to produce Hugh music artist. Jim Baker's dog had a gold and air-conditioned doghouse. Jim Baker! Yes, that freaking guy. Dude, that guy. Benny Hinn. No, Benny Hinn is like the Indian guy, right? No. I think I'm talking about Jim. Hold on. Jim Baker. He's the guy. I was like, I put him in one of my videos, the one where I made the crosses for my mother-in-law. Okay, Jim Baker. No, wait. Who the heck is this guy? No. Hold on. I'm gonna Google this. Shark eyes preacher dude. Kenneth Copeland. That's who I'm talking about. Dude, that's hilarious. Dude, that's so funny. Other people must obviously think the same thing. Dude, that is so funny. Oh. Dude, that's hilarious. Okay, that guy. Oh, man, that's fun. Okay, we gotta end it on that. That's so funny. Praise cheese. Josh could start his own televangelical channel. That's who I said to Heather. Oh, I missed your comment. I was just making comment. Okay. It started because Anne said that she was in the doctor's office for Billy Idol. I said that I went to the same doctor as Billy Graham, and met him many times. Some were thinking that I was trying to trump someone else's story. I was just making conversation. Oh, I didn't think that. Hey, if you got a cool story, whether it's Bill Graham or Billy Graham, just say it. Oh, frick, that's so funny. Kenneth Copeland. That preacher dude. I don't know if I could keep a straight face if I ever met that guy. Okay, anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you at this. It's an hour till my brother's show on Madness channel. Just swing in, see if it's for you. If not, then don't worry about it. But if it is, subscribe. But at the very least, ask him to tell you his version or his what he remembers of the dude who burned or tried to burn down the apartment building. Okay, if he does, and ask him how he would describe the guy. Ask him how he would describe the guy who did it, or the hero guy. I actually don't even know if he knows that guy did it. I think we talked about it on Just Joshing with Dakota, but I can't remember. If he has a shirt on, I might stay. Oh, it's cold today, so you know what? You gotta remember, he lives in a trailer, so it's hot as balls in there. Yeah. Yeah. He's like 2,000 years old. Dude, he totally is. He totally is. Anyways, okay? I'm excited to watch his live. I'm going to be there for a while anyway. So I'll be in the comments. So just ask him about that and ask him how he would see if he says freaking Newman. Don't mention Newman. Just see if he says that, okay? Don't remember that on Just Joshing with Dakota. Okay, maybe we didn't. Maybe we should. Gosh, darn it. Okay. Maybe we should just do that show in general. Hey, why don't you guys subscribe to my other channel? Well, I'll leave you with this. Or will I? Just Joshing with Dakota. Matthew left already, so I can't get you there. We got 1.87 thousand subscribers. We don't make money off of this YouTube channel, so it'll be just for fun. I mean, we used to, but then we stopped doing it. So do it. Pre-Madness chat. Oh yeah, you guys go over there already. Anyways, check out our Just Joshing with Dakota channel too. And there's one, two. Hold on, how many videos? How come it doesn't just say? There's a bunch. Anyways, see you later. Have a good day. And God bless Kenneth Copeland.